athlete monitoring now in the United States is the flavor of the month. What I think's happened here is that we've been doing it for a long period of time, okay? And we, I suppose, are well accustomed to it, and it's not as much the flavor of the month. But with that comes some danger. And I think what we need to do is to really look and think, well, if we are monitoring, why are we doing it? Why are we actually getting our athletes to input this data? Why are we taking the time to do it? What is the reason? Why are we doing it? We don't want to be doing it just because we're ticking a box. And my concern is that's what might be happening in a lot of places. And with good reason because maybe we're not doing much with the data. So I think the first thing you need to work out is, well, what's your philosophy? What do you want to monitor? But it really comes back to really, what is your philosophy to really answer that question, why are you doing it? To sit down and work those things out even before you start. Do not do it because you've just been told to do it or the club down the road does it, but really work it out. Because if that is the reason and you don't know your philosophy, you don't know why you're doing it, and you don't know really what the reason for doing it is, my suggestion would be not to do it. And then if you go through those stages, then you've got to work out, well, how am I going to do it? And all that is fully related to this. Wherever you're working, knowing who your boss is. There is no sporting organisation I know where the strength and conditioning coach or the high performance manager is the boss. We all report to someone. But I don't know if we always remember that. And I know there's been times in my career where I haven't remembered that. Because if I don't know my boss, the first 3 questions I just asked you really don't make any sense. Because I need to know what the boss wants from the system that I'm going to implement. And that'll change with every client that you have. I'm fortunate to have worked with a lot of clients, okay, and they're all very, very different. There is no one-size-fits-all monitoring system. So it's very important that we remember this, and this is why a lot of people don't take much notice of what happens from the monitoring data. And this is why often we have strength and conditioning people over here, sports science guys over here, sports med over here, and the coaching staff over there. All working in silos because we haven't had this question answered. So it's very important we go back there, because I'm not sure if it's the flavour of the month now here. It's just tick the box, we all do it. And maybe it's lost its potency. On the other end of the spectrum, everything's monitoring in some countries around the world. In the US now, I think they think GPS is a monitoring system, a complete monitoring system. And we know it's not. It's part of a monitoring system. But even though it's been around for a long time, and we've been pretty good at it, and a lot of people from this conference actually really started to initiate it, and the AIS have been outstanding in the respect of monitoring, I think we've still got a long way to go, or to reinvigorate it, to really make a difference to what we do.